Let's go back again, ladies and gents. Your boy Javier, the man victorious. Come on, Riv Pod, episode 120, February 25th, 2025. Let's go, fam.
Go,
Let's go,
baby.
victorious.
120 guy. Let's go, man. What's good, fam? How you doing, man?
Wow, just a lot going on, man. We connected with the people, in January. Here we are, next month over. Just a lot of fam. A lot is tracking, not only in life, but in sports. You know what I'm saying? The weather's crazy. There's like frozen snow outside, just starting to melt.
Yeah.
We just had Valentine's Day. I know Kendra's birthday was there. We had my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, it's definitely the season of love. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of birthdays out there, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, fam. Lot going on. It's been a bit since we've been back, so yeah, fucking good to be back. Good to be
A lot
back.
of action. We're gonna go over some Revs talk. They just kicked the season off, the 2025 season. I just saw actually Messi just scored a goal. They're playing like the CONCACAF Champions Cup tournament.
They're playing again?
Yeah, it's a home and away.
Good. They got this man working.
Yeah, they do. So we got MLS chatter. We got Premier League chatter, family. Glory, Man United. We can go over that. Of course, we're going to get into some wrestling. WrestleMania right around the corner. Elimination Chamber. I mean, a lot of good stuff going on in the WWE. I'm tapped in pretty good. I know you are, fan. We'll get into that.
Always.
And then, we can talk about Bitcoin a little bit. Price dropping down a little bit. Good chance for the buyers to get in. It's on sale.
Big sale.
We can talk about that. We got some OT stuff, fam. I've got like personal accountability. I got friggin' dog poop out in Winnie Kinney Park. Don't even get me going. But I don't know what's cracking with you. I haven't been out to eat too much lately, to be honest. We've been pretty low key going out to eat.
Yeah, literally, man. When I tell you, we've cut back from going out. I've pretty much erased that from like and this really comes down to not even just about budgeting, but just health overall, fan. But that's been a good thing. Just eating home, having food in the actual fridge and freezer is actually nice versus relying on going out all the time. So
makes a difference too, for sure. Health wise, money wise,
yeah,
across the board.
Too many times,
you want to be using up like what's in your fridge and freezer. Like I can't tell you how many things I throw out. I'm sure I'm not the only one with food waste. It's crazy.
Oh, we hate it. We're trying to really minimize or condense, right? Like how much we're making, okay, you don't have to make it in that pot, but yeah, fam, I mean, pretty much, what's been going on. Yeah, I haven't been really out to eat. The last time that I could have gone out to eat was Friday. These guys went out to dinner for Kendra, but unfortunately, I had one of my little stomach flare-up issues out for a 12-round count. But your boy was back up 12 hours later because that's how I roll. But
unlucky, fam.
When your boy is out. So, but anyways, these guys had a good time. They were saying, yeah, I have to. They were saying, you missed a good time. I'm like,
you
yeah,
gotta
thanks.
Get out there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Kick this meal while he's down.
Yeah, soccer fam. I mean, I think I told you earlier. It's funny. You for as much as like I feel like I've been a homebody throughout winter. I feel like there's been a lot going on, but it's like all I've been is in my house. Like, so what the fuck's really been going on?
Nah, fam, we've been out there playing some soccer, indoor soccer for sure.
But we're out there.
I've been thinking about, I've been out here shoveling and snow blowing, fam. So we've been out here doing that. Haven't played too much in the snow, a little bit.
I mean, there was the one time that it was good to actually play.
Freezing out there, though.
Bro, it was freezing. It was like I don't want whipping winds. We had one day where it was actually nice, and me and Lucas actually went out there. We actually played soccer and like the snow that was actually up to like our knees. It was actually kind of fun, but that was the one day that I can think of that wasn't like ripping my face off.
Fam, real quick. Oh, you know what we did too is we went bowling, fam. We went bowling over here to Academy Lanes one time. Had a fantastic time. We've been doing like a bunch of little small things. Went to a birthday party with Tyler. He got invited to one of his classmates' birthday party. Went to Fun City, this trampoline stuff, fam. Don't even get me going on those.
Fam, I mean, honestly, since the last time we had a trampoline party, we've been sick since then. I think that was November.
Yo, actually, Tyler's got a little sick. He's coming down with something too.
The minute you get that first, trampoline party, you might as well take that first booger and just ride it through the rest of the winter, bro, because it's
grimy,
nasty.
Let's get into some sports chatter, fam. Real quick, I got to shout out the Ospreys, little team down in South Carolina. John Sull, Dave Aricchio.
Okay.
Those cats. My man, the Sullivan brothers down there. They're down there, and the Ospreys is so funny. Got a group text with Sull, John Sull, Justin Sull, a Birdman, and myself. and we talk about PGA DFS a bunch, whatever.
Yeah.
But we follow basically Dave's daughter and the Sullivan's niece.
Yeah.
She plays on the basketball team, and it's like, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade travel team, whatever. And we follow them like, yo, what's the line? Yo, who are they playing? So shout out to these guys, and they won the belt too, fam. So
yeah, you guys got a website for that, or?
Nah, no website yet, but I had to shout them out real quick. Of course, supporters of the show, fam.
That's
So
unbelievable. No, you love to hear it. You love to hear it. Yeah, man. Good luck to the what do we got? What are they called? The Gilders? What are they?
the Ospreys,
The
fam.
Ospreys. The Ospreys.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, let's go.
So
the
shout out to these
Ospreys.
guys. Like I said, 5th to 6th grade, I think like travel b-ball or something like that. But
Nah, you
shout
got
out to these girls. Congratulations. We'll more to follow on them. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. I mean, you bring it up. I know we're gonna get into like the big sports in a second, but I was just thinking Lucas just wrapped up basketball rec for the winter. And I mean, talk about just straight disaster. But the coach we went to Riv with him. Shout out Dave. Christ, I'm blanking right now, but shout out Dave Sanborn out there. Actually, he coached our team. Is him and Lucas's son. Lucas, obviously my son. We went to school together. But anyways, seeing him on the sidelines throughout like the 12 weeks, bro. Like, Dave, thank you for everything you did, man. Because it was painful, brother.
I like that.
Like it was.
I like that.
Yeah. But it just
credit
it
where
just makes you think
due.
of just sports in general, and having to foot that bill of being that volunteer coach, man. I think it was his first time doing it, and you could tell it wore on his face. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable. Yeah, way to get in there, volunteer for the kids.
I love to see it. Just seeing him getting his hands dirty for sure.
Let's jump into this. Let's get to the pros. Shout out, welcome back, episode 120. Shout out to all the kids.
Yes.
The show, Trick loves the kids. Wu-Tang for the children.
Absolutely.
We're here, Riv Pod, victorious, up in New Hampshire, your boy Javier in Massachusetts, episode 120, like I said. It's about 9:30 at night, February 25th. Fam, I don't know did you get a chance to catch the Revs?
I didn't, fam. And honestly, I'm definitely behind it. I mean, the season crept up quick. I mean, one thing we know is that, right, they've been building towards a new roster, right? And the season's long, right? At some point, I got to do justice and maybe look at some of the some of the highlights. One thing I did see was that the lineup is pretty new. We got pretty much a brand new back line. Brandon Bai is back there as our only right back. I mean, we got pretty much a brand new forward line. Carlos Hill, it was a 0-0 draw. They drew 0-0. That was their opening season result. That was against Nashville. They got Columbus Crew coming up. I mean, that's going to be a challenge. One thing I can say that Columbus has that, and I was seeing somewhere just how much they're actually respected throughout the league with their like home court and their home turf. And I mean, we know kind of what they bring. I mean, they're past champions, and it's actually where Caleb is, where Caleb's actually coming from. So the current coach for the Revs. But to go back to your just the initial part of the Revs, the excitement for the season. Yeah, fam, we're talking about pretty much a smack brand new lineup with the exception of Brandon Bai, the goalkeeper, and Carlos Hill. Right, I think everyone else, for the most part, we got the Kenyan guy, right? So I don't know, fam. I mean, I didn't get to catch much, so I don't know. I don't know if you did at all.
No, I didn't get to catch too much of the game. I was actually, I mean, the thing on friggin' Apple TV or whatever sucks. But
it does suck. But yeah, I think I was actually getting free thing over the weekend though. So I don't know if I know I'm not paying the price for it. So I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know what was going on. I didn't get to see the actual game. I was catching just like score updates or whatever, like live score updates. But
same.
No, it seemed like that was a tough game over there in Nashville. A 0-0 draw. Season opener. We'll take the 1 point on the road for sure. As far as the team in general, I think, like you mentioned, there's 7-8 new guys on the roster.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. I'm looking. Yeah, Fofana, Ceballos, Feingold, Ganago, Yusuf, Yule, Languni.
Yep.
What? Campagna? But I mean, literally, the only three guys that I see are the goalkeeper, Brandon Bai, and Carlos Hill from last year. I mean, I know I think they got a few of these guys towards the end of the year, but I don't think it was ever, part of the plan to really get Yusuf playing in there. It's more so like, bro, get adjusted to living and being in Foxborough, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, whole new squad. I like it. Langoni, definitely look forward to Langoni working with Carlos Hill, working with Leo Campagna up top, fam.
We're talking, the South American Flair.
Connection right there.
You got
Connection
the
right there.
Argentine and Luca. And I'm just so happy that Veroni is gone.
See you later.
Like, so
Peace,
some of these
Frony.
guys, I'm just like, Christ,
Sold it for a bag of balls, I think, to Montreal.
see ya later. So I guess in a lot of sense, I mean, there's a new optimism to be somewhat excited about, and I mean,
Couple
yeah, 0-0,
practice games.
no draw is probably not the most exciting way but it's not a loss. You didn't get smacked up, and yeah, we just spoke on it. I mean, there's
Ultimately, fam, season's brand
brand
spanking new.
spanking new.
There's hope. You know
There
what I'm
is
saying?
hope.
We got the we're here.
We're
You know
here.
what I'm saying? We had to
Yeah.
take the winter off. Teams fucking
Well, we needed
depressing,
it.
bro.
We after that stretch of
Big
season,
big
that
reset on
would
the
put someone
roster,
out.
fam. You know what I did? Or I did notice though, one thing real quick. My last thing for me on the Revs, and like I said, there's so much to look forward to. We'll probably be at a game or two, fam, this year, really. Where's No Buck at? He's back from Southampton on that loan or whatever.
I agree.
He was on the bench.
I don't. Yeah.
This past, I'm like, there's no room for Noel Buck.
I mean, I can see the Yusuf guy playing, but I don't know about Jackson Yul. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jackson's a 27-year-old, midfielder, and that's clearly who's playing over Noah Buck. So again, I know Yusuf comes with some dollars, some experience, but a guy like Noah Buck, that's I don't know. I mean, are we missing something?
I don't know. More to follow, fam. More to follow. We'll follow up on that. The Revs got a point. They got a game here coming up against Columbus Crew. Yeah, just some, like we said, some hope, fam, some renewed energy over there in Foxborough. So more to follow on the Revs. Anything else that you want to squeeze in on the Revs, fam?
Nah, I mean, I see Jack Panayatu. I'm glad to see he's still on the roster. This is a guy who got cut all the way down to Rhode Island, survived, a nasty cut of the whole entire team, only to make it back in the bench. I know he didn't get in, over the weekend, but I've seen enough of that guy to get kind of,
Solid.
say, hey,
Respectable.
something in the future. So just more to follow, hopefully, on Jack Panayatu. I like him.
Let's jump across the water, across the pond, fam. Let's get to the Premier League, best league in the world.
Absolutely.
I watched a little bit I caught some Nottingham Forest highlights or whatever. I watched a little bit of the Man United game there. Saw the Everton,
Yeah.
Give us a scoop, fam.
Yeah, I mean, there was some games today. I mean, again, we're recording here. It's Wednesday the 25th, but Chelsea with a big result. They had lost over the weekend to Villa 2-1, but bounced back today with a big win. They had a big win today, and that shot them up to fourth place. City sitting in fifth. I'll get to United in a second, but if you're looking at it, you got Liverpool at the top. Arsenal kind of sitting there somewhat in the second, but also in limbo. You got Nottingham there at third. Yeah, just some, the Prem has been absolutely wild. If I look at the predictions that I made at the beginning of the year, obviously nobody would have Nottingham nowhere near the top. Bournemouth, I would say, had, some ability to kind of show, middle there, and they're definitely, even outperforming that. So seeing them in seventh, but, Liverpool, Arsenal, the fact that Nottingham is sitting in third, United is in 15th, just goes to show, right? Like where the disconnect is,
crazy.
Just in terms of being a fan as a whole of the United squad. So talk about being in the reverse of the matrix. Again, you got Antony right on loan, doing big things in La Liga. MVP type stuff, it's just unreal. You got Rashford, right? He's on loan at Aston Villa, which, again, he's out there doing things with Asensio, from Madrid. Just all, again, it's not looking good for United just in terms of the attacking threat. Højlund and Xerxes can't score for the life of them. As we pull up this chart here, the table, yeah, I mean, Liverpool is probably by far, the best product, probably in European football or soccer in general across the world. They are playing at such a high rate, and not many teams you can see, fam, playing, on the TV, and when you see them play, you can see just how tactical and how much their formation really sits.
They're crispy.
It's literally
crispy.
It's almost like you're watching a video game. You got 4,
real sharp,
2, 3,
fun to watch.
It's just like it's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? How they run their system. Maybe not so much the 4-3, but they got you can see the 4. You got the 2 midfielders. You got your 1. You got your 3. definitely with the three forwards, but yeah, their back line is just unbelievable. And to see Konate and
What are
Virgil,
we? What are
I
we
can't even
saying?
give United any time, fam. They're
Well,
just
I
so
was just gonna
gross.
say, what are we saying for United fan? What's the vibe here? Are they
I mean, they're
obviously?
fighting relegation.
Obviously, they're staying up,
I
right?
mean, they're staying up, but I mean, the fact that, it's this bad, I mean, the thing is, they didn't bring anything really for firepower for offense, with the exception of some young kids, but, to get rid of Rashford, and I get the coach is trying to get rid of, folks that don't bring value to the team, but yeah, man, it's really a slow burn. This guy is coming into Portuguese coach, and you can just tell right off the bat. And he said it, it's gonna get dark before it gets better, and he's gonna stick to his tactics. And I guess, right, like shout out to him. But because he's doing all right in Europe, and it's so funny if you look at the European Championships, fam, across all three conferences, United is the only team who has not lost a single game. For what it's worth, like every other team has lost a game. They're the only team throughout, Champions League, Europa, and Conference who haven't lost a single game, fam. Everyone else has lost the game. So, we're still in it. We actually made it to the next round without having to play a playing game for Europa. The Prem is really, it's nasty. I mean, more to fall. That's going to be a week to week. We can cover that as we go, right? Europa is looking, kind of promising. FA Cup is looking, even somewhat promising. They beat, having a result over, Arsenal a few weeks back was huge. And, I know they've got someone coming up soon, but yeah, I mean, Amad Diallo is probably the biggest blow, to be fair.
Hey,
I mean,
still some hope there
no,
for United fans.
there is, but,
What
again,
happens if they win Europa Conference?
then they're automatic bid for Champions League.
Oh, really?
But what if they get relegated?
Whoa, they're not getting relegated. They're 13 points above the
Yeah.
third, the 18th place
yeah,
team.
I mean, the bottom two are just
They're not
absolute,
they're
there's,
not getting relegated.
which, not for nothing. I mean, they got to test tomorrow. We got to play, Ipswich Town, which is sitting in 18th, and
They're right. They're in the zone.
so, Ipswich might get a little result, might make things interesting, and
Good.
yeah. I mean, I would say the Prem is an
What's
absolute.
I was gonna say, what's the outlook? You're just looking to get mid table in the
I
Prem,
don't.
fam.
Yeah, I
Just
don't even
stay
care.
out the battle.
Don't
Do
die.
you think they can win the FA Cup? You think you can the Europa Conference? They got a chance?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think if anything, it just kind of put it all into put it all into Europa, and don't die in the Prem. Preserve yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You got some,
Try
you
and
got
get
some
consistency.
strategery here.
Yeah, you just don't die. I mean, we already, again, Amad Diallo being out for the season was already a blow. He's been our MVP, so having him go out it sucks. Honestly, he's been the guy to kind of get us back into games, and he's the one guy that I was actually excited to talk about. And he was the one guy actually giving us hope, and now he's out for the season with an ankle injury. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm playing a FIFA game right now. The Revs Petro out for 5 months with a broken tailbone, bro. Come on, Petro. Where you at, baby?
Wow, my man's on the 23 version. It's crazy, fam. Now that you just mentioned that, the fact that Chelsea got these 8 goalkeepers and they can't even decide on one. I saw this bum playing the other night, not Petro, another guy that I'm like, why is Petro not in?
Crazy. Where is he?
I have no idea. I think he's on loan somewhere, but like either way, it's just like, they got like Rasmus Højlund's cousin in that. It's like, get out of here, bro. Letting balls in through his legs. So, yeah, I mean, that's the Prem, fam. I mean, more to follow on that.
What else? Anything else around Europe you want to chat about? What's, we got 10 games left in the Prem. Give me the scoop.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that this is Liverpool's that's if Liverpool doesn't pull it off, then that's a complete utter collapse. I'd say at this point now that result over the weekend versus City should have been, and then you mix that in with Arsenal losing to West Ham. It's not looking good. So for Arsenal, it's not looking good for City. I don't give Nottingham a chance. Chelsea would have to win every single game of the rest of the season, beat Liverpool. Liverpool would have to collapse. I mean, these are the types of things that would have to happen for Liverpool to lose. So I'm all in on Liverpool. They're probably like minus like 950 to win the league. God knows what. They're playing too good. You could even, give them not the same chances for Champions League, but, they're probably a good bet for Champions League too. So You know,
like it.
I'm big on Liverpool. I got to give credit where it's due. They've been an absolute joy to watch. It's been an absolute joy to watch City just absolutely shit themselves and just not do well. Yeah, you know, I'm a hater to the core, fam.
No, you're rotten to the core. I just found out Petrovic is playing League One for Strasbourg on loan.
Yep.
So he's playing in the French league, and yeah, that's what Petro's doing, and they're in 7th place, just out of some European football. So good for him. Fam, that's the glory Man United update. Hopefully they got just battling, like you said, handle FA stuff,
man.
handle the Europa Conference.
We got I got actually. I want to see who we have. Who it was that we drew for?
FA
Oh
Cup?
yeah, we drew Real Sociedad, which is really not ideal.
I was gonna say,
it's Spanish opposition, and it's just like Spanish opposition in champions and European is not good. So my thing would be like, it's a good test, but if we can get by this, then it's definitely a way to move forward. Yeah, we'll see. I just needed to throw that out. I was like, who the hell's the opponent? Real Sociedad. So
all right, fam, let's keep it moving. Episode 120 here on the Riv Pod. Shout out to the Revs, shout out United, shout out the Ospreys, fam. Let's get into a little bit of wrestling. Yo, so much going on in the wrestling world, fam. I was texting you about how I was, the Miz has caught my eye, fam, again.
We talk about consistency.
The women's stuff has been going really well. Tiffy time has been unbelievable. Even this, I feel like there's so many guys, even like on the roster, who we haven't seen Randy Orton in a grip, but CM Punk been rocking. Main event Jay been rocking. Gunther been rocking. Elimination Chamber right around the corner. WrestleMania 7 weeks away here. Talk to me, fam. Well, Mello had a great match with Mello and Mello Don't Miz. Where are we at with WWE? I don't know if you're in the AEW, fam. I don't know what's going on, but
I really can't even endorse AEW. That'd be like, I can't even get into it. Yeah, I only
episode 120 victorious.
We're gonna mess.
Let's give the people an update here. What's going on? It's a Riv Pod. You know how we do it. Great to be back, fam. Let's go. Let's go. What's cooking in the wrestling world, fam?
Fam, so there's a lot. I think if folks kind of look at the mainstream of it, maybe on that algorithm, maybe The Rock popped up, he's back and
final boss.
The final boss, and I think that was probably what folks might think like the main event story of wrestling, and it's just one of the many. But where I'm going with this with The Rock is just his. The Rock's known for making just these great promos and known for cutting promos and known for just being the guy on the mic, fam. But this recent promo just didn't really hit for me, man.
Wow.
It just,
why not?
I'll cut right to it, fam. Basically, the idea of being clear or thinking that you're clear and then you're not, you're trying to throw all these secret hints. It's just, basically this man's trying to persuade Cody Rhodes to turn dark, but the way he went about it in my eyes is it's just so long and drawn out, fam. For me it's almost like the movies he makes where they're just so long and just dumb.
Yo, very drawn out, very repetitive.
And I love The Rock, but it's enough of this.
I do
shit.
too. Yo, enough.
Respect,
make it quick, make it quicker.
This is fucking
whatever. I watched that, and that angle to me is a little bit weird. He's trying to have Cody be his champion, the $1 million, the $1 million champion. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get the dark. Yeah, right. But it's bro, that to get there took you fucking mad long.
Long, bro.
Took you way too long. We get it, bro. All that stuff. You said the same shit over and over and over and over.
We get it. TKO, you're the board. You get chills when you come out. We get the whole goddamn thing. And honestly, it's again, I wish at times Stone Cold would come out, stun his fucking ass, and then let's reverse course here.
I saw somebody use the sharpshooter the other day. I was fucking wow,
bro. Any move that breaks the back, that, where your body contorts a little bit, it's a great move. When you that, that's why I like seeing Gunther. What he did to Akira, I don't want to ruin it, but people get bent different ways when you're in the ring with guys like that.
Don't ruin it. What? Looking forward to the Chamber. Looking forward to WrestleMania. What about Mello, fam? What do you think about Mello and the Miz? They tag team against Louisiana Night.
Love it.
And and R-Truthy baby.
I think that whole entire piece is actually brilliant. If you look at it all, right, you got a guy like the Miz, you got a guy like Melo, you got R-Truth, and then you throw an LA Knight in that match. You're talking pretty much like four guys who can not only rock the mic, fam, but four guys who can actually rumble in the ring. And where I'm going with this is that you noticed it with the Miz, where he's consistent enough, he takes the bumps. You know who I was really impressed with? Was R-Truth. And
Truthy. I knew you were going to say that.
Truthy can still go. I mean, he's flying, he's going, he's talking, he's moving, he's hitting the moves. And for me, again,
he has the funny spots too, fam. Like the wrestling comedy. Which like it's a different angle. Which like there's not any comedy in wrestling.
It's okay. Really. There's 15 minutes of it. You got a 3-hour show. 15 minutes of it is that if you can bring us enough times where it hits, and it did. Come on.
Yeah, honestly, that was a great match.
It was a great match.
Was that SmackDown?
That was SmackDown Friday night. So I love that. I mean, we talk about the Miz consistency. You know what I'm hoping, right? And it's not even hoping. We already know what's happening. And being a Melo fan, Melo's fans here, we support, our hometown product. And for me, it's that I'm sure the Miz is showing him by being together. The same thing with Truth. Even a guy like LA Knight, 40 years old, consistency, brother, grind. Melo is younger in that whole entire thing. So these guys are probably sitting there push.
This game. This game right there.
That's game. And Melo's holding it all. So what I love is that Melo has been relevant. He's been at one point. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying he. I thought he was gonna fade, but I was wondering like, what's kind of I thought they were gonna switch him to Raw. The minute I had that is the minute I kind of like, not that I doubted him, it is the minute of reverse course. Then he started kind of just being a real thorn in all these people's sides. Braun Strowman, Cody Rhodes, like yeah, motherfuckers, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, great match, great booking there. Yeah, and you're right, this man Melo, and we've been following him for a grip. He's really come into his own. You love to see it. Hopefully he's soaking up some of that game from these veterans.
Has to.
Super impressed with the Miz. He was bumping and feeding, bumping, feeding, selling. He sold so good, sold so well. And yeah, I thought in general that was a great match. But
yeah,
overall, fam, WWE putting out something great right now. Great product going on. So many people, and even Kristen, she's like, yo, you know what? She hates keeping up with all the tag teams, fam. DIY. The War Raiders. Who else, fam? There's so many.
Street Profits,
Pretty Deadly, Street Profits.
Motorhead Machine Guns,
so many, Alex Shelley.
Otis and Phoenix, everybody, bro.
American Made, Creed, the Creed brothers.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, so there's so many people, fam. The roster's
Mexicans,
massive.
The Mexicans, LWO, fam. I'm trying to think. We got the blacks, we got the Hispanics, we got the Asians, we got the whites, we got it all, fam. It don't matter. We even got Pretty Deadly. We even got Pretty Deadly, which we know.
Pretty Deadly.
We know we're pretty.
Kid Wilson.
We know what they bring. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So.
Kid Wilson.
Yeah. So
Elton Prince. Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's spices for all types. You know what I'm saying? So.
Fair. And you know what's so funny too? Whenever we watch wrestling, by the way, it's become a thing in our house, which is awesome. But this will be honestly, it's come a long way. We're looking forward to the Chamber. We don't really watch it. They're so late at night. We usually catch it the next day.
Yeah.
Or whenever we have time.
Of course, it's hard, fam. I mean, we do Tuesday nights, and if I don't die from the Tuesday night dinner, we're usually watching it Wednesday nights. But yeah, we try and catch up. It's Tuesday night here. I'm actually caught up with the whole entire Raw, which is very rare, to be caught up through SmackDown and Raw. But fam, wrestling is We're blessed to be in this time.
Absolutely.
We are.
So no, we're looking forward to Elimination Chamber, see how all that goes. But it's been good times here. We're looking forward to it.
That's next weekend.
Yeah, it's coming up this weekend.
Wow, it's this weekend. So fam, all right. So we got to call it the big main, the big main match. We got the 6, guys in the match. You've got John Cena.
It's 6 or 8.
It's 6. So we've got Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, John Cena, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre. So, for me, it's like
whoever wins gets a title shot at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's got to be John Cena.
It's got to be John Cena. That's the way that the things seem. That's the way things are leaning, fam. I don't know what the odds are. In my head, when I saw it, by the way, so many people, a couple good matches going into it, so many people left out. I want Damian Priest. Damian Priest might be my favorite guy right now. I've been on a Damian Priest kick.
So it's funny, and you mentioned, right, like, because wrestling's also family, and the wife, everyone's, we're all involved, right? We all have a say on, like, the product.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'll get back to
it. Even like the stock of someone, right? So like in this household here, like Damien was always high on my list, but Kendra always kind of held him like down. But she's like, you know what? Like big fan of him on Friday night, like away from the Judgment Day, and it's true. And then she's like, the fact that his physical presence, like seeing him in there with Braun Strowman, bro, those guys are a fucking problem.
Bro, he's a big boy.
Big boy, bro. He used to be the Dice fan.
Yes, for sure. On the indies. You know what I love about wrestling is I keep losing my thought on my train of thought on this one, fam. Please take the mic. I just lost my train of thought.
No, it's all good. I mean, I know you had mentioned something about AEW, and if there's any AEW that I can say, it's that these guys actually just stole a few products at the NXT level. This guy who actually was over at.
I like that. They stole some.
Yeah, Ricky Starks. Remember Ricky Starks?
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah, they got Pretty Ricky over here. He's something else over here.
He's with NXT now.
Yeah, he's on NXT doing his thing. But I saw that. I like that.
I saw that.
So good. Bring up, and that's what they're doing. They're actually kind of getting some of them guys over there. So sorry, I had to take that.
No. I appreciate it. That's a good point too. What I was gonna say is usually over here when there's a heel, there's a face, whatever. I'll take the heel every single time, fam, and I'll get this whole house worked up.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'll get
so quickly, so easily, fam, so quickly, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm like over here sitting in the corner kicking my feet up, like I know this guy's gonna lose or whatever at the end. I don't care. I'll ride it out for 28 minutes out of this 30-minute match.
Absolutely, fam. Which, by the way, brings me to my new favorite tag team, the New Day.
Love it.
And for anyone, it's like
stomping out some
if you're not down with the New Day at this point, then
Kofi Kingston chest hilarious.
They're hilarious, bro. And honestly,
Kofi Kingston chest, please, Kofi.
Oh, his chest. Oh, he don't got one, fam. I mean,
fam, like a bird chest.
Yeah, fam. He better watch out. If Gunther's around, he better watch out, fam.
Yeah, he might get chopped.
Yeah, he might die
through his chest, fam. What else you got in wrestling? That's all. I'm looking forward to. Chamber. Women's Chamber? Who do you got for the Chamber?
Women's
Chamber,
got John Cena? Honestly, who I want to see win that, I want to see Roxanne Perez.
Wow, she's been putting in work.
Listen, I love Roxanne. I've loved her. I've known she's been in in past wrestling promotions, and when she came in through NXT, she's been killing it. She killed it in the Rumble, which we didn't even get too much even into the Rumble. The Rumble was amazing. The women's Rumble was amazing, to be fair. And Roxanne actually did a hell of a job. So I'm hoping to see. I think ultimately Alexa Bliss is going to actually win that. Wow. To be fair. But I'm hoping to see Roxanne actually do it.
Do you have the competitors there, fam?
Yeah, I do actually. I got Roxanne, Bailey, Naomi, not Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss. So Roxanne, Alexa, Bailey, Liv, Naomi, and Bianca.
Yeah, not a bad guess with Alexa Bliss there. I don't think either of the Naomi or Bianca Belair are gonna win the tag team. The tag team champs. So I don't. That's start to get weird.
Yep.
But yeah, I could see them giving a Roxanne Perez a chance. I could see them giving Alexa Bliss a little run. Liv Morgan, I think she's doing fine without the belt and just kind of doing her thing.
She's doing completely fine. She'll be fine. Bailey's,
Bailey.
Yeah,
I don't want to say she's washed, fam, but like, fam.
Wow, fam.
They showed like a vignette of hers, fam.
Yeah.
Kristen was like, "Yo," she's like, "Gained a few pounds or whatever." I'm like,
that's crazy.
Life,
that's crazy talk because I feel like it's the opposite, fam. When she came back, fam, I mean, I don't want to I'm not trying to body shame, but
Of course, fam. Come on, this is us just being stupid.
I'm just saying, she was like when she first came back, fam. It was tough. It was tough, fam. You know what I'm saying? The moving around,
I believe it, yeah.
All of that. But I've seen her come back, and I've actually looked at her a little bit more lately. Like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't used to look at Bailey like that, but now I'm like, Not to
I
make it
like that.
about that, fam.
About
Just
to get my
saying.
grown man on.
Yeah.
Awesome, fam. Well, yo, looking forward to the Chamber. Looking forward to WrestleMania. And yeah, wrestling's been just in general, WWE
I
been
love
doing
it,
their
fam.
thing.
It's my life, my story, and the way I want to interpret things. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how I do my things in my life. So
That's all. Yeah, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less, fam.
I just love wrestling. Like I just like, being out of my element.
Fam, we got covered some soccer, covered some wrestling there. We got, talking about a little bit of restaurants. It's episode 120. Feels good to be back, man.
Yes.
Reunited. We're looking at the price of Bitcoin, fam, as we jump into this little quick segment. Price of Bitcoin, 89,000, fam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Under 90,000, under 100, obviously. The high, I think, was like 109, maybe.
109, for like a second, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's for people to realize, that 109 is like, just the tip, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think about 89? What do you think about a recent hack from North Korea? No strategic reserve right now. Let's get just, a
Hey,
couple of quick ones, fam.
I think it's for me, I think with anything in life, the more understanding that you have of something, the better you can sort of speak of it with confidence, right? So I would say that, I've done enough research in Bitcoin to know that with all the craziness going on right now in the crypto world, with the recent hack, with all the crazy, trade wars and what people may think of Trump, it's like Bitcoin's going to be what it's going to be, right? So for me, gobble it up right now while it's under 100K and really, get a better understanding of what it is and understanding that part of one Bitcoin is subparticles, what we call Satoshis, that people really just need to get a better understanding of. That's what you're really looking to sort of kind of buy and get more value of. So, if you're someone who's seeing this now for the first time and just wanting to know, I was talking to one of my cousins today and just giving him game about, you choose whatever, it's not financial advice, you do the research, but yeah, I mean, I'll go on about it, fam. I mean, the fact that it's at 88 is crazy to me, given the drop or the dip or what have you, fam. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's my little quick ramble, fam. But like, get in now. I mean, is really like the best way to put it. If you're,
What about that
if you're
hack?
looking to venture
What
down
about
this
that
road.
crypto hack? What about North Korea hacking, fam?
I
That
mean,
crypto hack.
I think for me, it's that. Yeah, it's
That's why I don't want to
definitely.
buy Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, one hack itself wasn't of Bitcoin, right? It was of a different cryptocurrency, which it's Ethereum.
What's
You
that
know,
nickname for ETH?
ET.
We put an M on it.
Which again, it might as well be meth. But yeah, no, I mean the whole idea of how it even went down is crazy. I think if people really look at how it went down, in the crypto world, you have this ability to look at and verify addresses and you know whether it's a good look for crypto or not, one thing is that there's transparency in knowing what it was that actually led to the mistake of it. And this dude actually admitted to not fully verifying a 1.1 billion dollar transaction that could have been avoided in some ways if you just are smart. And this happens to everyday people. But this is the example of an exchange holding money, and I guess it could have been worse, fam. That could have been a little bit worse if that makes sense. I guess these guys had a separate like account for it. Not to get too deep into it, fam, but like I don't know, man. The whole hack itself is crazy, but Bitcoin itself wasn't like hacked.
Well, no, definitely Bitcoin wasn't hacked. It was Ethereum, and that was they actually found out North Korea hacked it. And actually,
Lazarus.
yeah. And actually, I just saw that they're actually starting to like transfer it or try to transfer it into Bitcoin.
Yep. Well, which I mean,
like they're going through, they're laundering it, but however you launder money or however you wash the money, I'm saying, like they're just pushing it through channels, blah blah blah, and pushing it on the other. But yeah, I don't know. And first, not your keys, not your coins. You know what I'm saying? Get it off the exchanges, fam. Get it off of the exchanges. Put it on something, read. There's so many YouTubes out there, so many resources, fam. But
It's what we call
89,000
self custody.
89,000 buy. It's weird to me that 89,000 is like a 20K, 18K drop from the high of 109 or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean,
So,
and again,
it's still volatile, but when it's up to 200,000, it'll drop to 185 too.
1,000%.
When it's up to 500, when it's up to 1 million, it'll drop to 950.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, we call, it's the game theory, and something that people should probably look, when I say probably, it's something that, for obvious reasons, it's intriguing to us. It should be an intriguing topic in general of game theory and how nations adopt Bitcoin and how it actually becomes a way for the world to be on the same page from a economic standpoint, fiscal standpoint.
Yeah, what do you say to people, fam, who they say, like, what about what can you do with the Bitcoin? How can you it's not worth anything. You can't even use it, fam.
Yeah, I mean, my thing would be, with anything that you have to pay money for, that's your choice. And if you're making the investment, you should already know that this is what gets you, future prosperity. And in life, it's really about, being patient. And this is the long run. This is the 4 year, this is the 10 year, this is the 30-year plan. So,
What
you don't
about
do this
what
for 30 days. I've talked to enough people, or enough people in my circle where, they're nervous about a 90-day cycle. Like, motherfucker, buckle up, because the shit's just
90
about
days,
to
fam?
get started. And if you're not ready for it, then it's not for you. And that's fine. It's okay.
I tell people all the time. I'm like, yo, you plan to be alive in 10 years? And
I
like I
don't
said,
know.
we've talked about this.
It's
Like,
just
yeah, I plan to be alive in 10 years.
right. And right.
What do you say? Who people say?
I would say,
you know what I always say? Not enough.
yeah, for real. I mean,
Not enough.
yeah,
Whatever it is,
yep.
I just and real talk. It's a personal question. And it's a financial question. But we do talk, or we have on the past talked about being more transparent with finances and stuff like that. But I think we talk about the process or having an understanding, not necessarily, I'm not trying to drill down, and I'm not pocket watching, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So no, the answer is, always trying to get more, always trying to accumulate more, and it's on discount.
I think, truthfully, when you trace back the roots of the Bitcoin in general, you look back to a time when it was actually created. And again, I can probably go off on this and create a whole different subsection of just conversation, but it's really around, why and how it was created. And if you look at the timing of it, it was probably during, in our most recent time, the worst economic time crisis that, we could have ever have gone through in our most recent time. Only, months later, something like this was in the process of being created by, the cyberpunks, whoever might have done it. But it's really having an understanding of money in general and knowing what
that's
really, and once you know
massive.
money, and fam, you told me this best. And I can sit here and tell people as I look here in this, camera that, the way I looked at money before, I bought my first Bitcoin November 23rd, it's completely different. I would say that my mind has actually has taken a whole new step to just understanding, money in general. And I would say that for anyone who really honestly either ignores or kind of just pretends like whatever economic, and we're all going through it, but to sit there and say that you're not, you're lying. We all are. I'm seeing things just a little differently, just the way that how I spend money. And that is what I'm most thankful for Bitcoin, is that it's actually helped me see money and how to honestly just really channel things a lot better in your life. And I know that might sound crazy and deep, but once you really kind of open your eyes to what it can bring to you in terms of knowledge and knowing what the world is facing right now in terms of economic distress, it's a real actual thing, fam. Sorry, I know that was long winded, but
I know a couple things. I think a couple things that you said are important. You have to understand money. you have to understand the origin of money. You have to understand that like anything can be money as long as everyone agrees that it's money. Right. So we talked about, and you also mentioned like, as far as just in general, Bitcoin, like I've read or, have audiobooks that have helped the Bitcoin standard, and thank God for Bitcoin. I'm actually in my second time going through both of them.
Yes.
Right now I'm on the second time of thank God for Bitcoin. But I just think in general, you have to understand money or think about the origins of money or think about, have that understanding first, and then start thinking about the dollar, start thinking about how in debt we are, so on and so forth. But fam, again, 89,000, good chance to buy, leads us to our next quick topic, fam. Your boys in Doge, not the meme, the Department of Government Efficiency. They sent out the email, fam, to the federal workers saying, "Hey, what'd you get done in the last week? We got about 10 minutes here, fam. OT talk. I got like I said, the dog shit in the park.
Terrible.
What do you got cooking? What's your thoughts on the what'd you do last week, fam? On that email, were you filling that out, fam? If you get that,
Yeah, I mean, well, I think the number one thing is that if in your heart, right, like not even if in your heart, but if you know, right, and at the very core of what you do, you're working and you're being productive, you're actually not even offended by that email. You actually, it doesn't even, it shouldn't even like, it should just be like whatever. Because for me, it's like, all right, well, I got no problem doing that. I'd be more than happy to tell you what I've been doing. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I get paid a decent dollar, and if you're being asked that question, it's probably because you're being paid pretty well. So, not if you're offended by a question like that, I would say that you probably have a lot to kind of like maybe double check. You might be mad that it's Elon asking and that he's probably the part of it, but okay, there've been other people in the past who have told you what to do, and you've been mad about it, and guess what? You didn't die.
real talk, fam. I mean,
You
get
didn't die.
asked,
You lived
I
to see the next day. Your life may have
survived.
been strained a little bit,
You
and
shall
I don't want to
overcome.
speak about death. You know what I'm saying? Because people might say, "Oh, health and all that." So, not
Nah,
to say
fam, they
about
made it through. They made it through,
they made
fam.
it through, bro.
And pressure sometimes is okay. Busting your butt sometimes is okay. I don't know, fam. I've had to ask people all the time what they got done, and I've been asked all the time what I got done. And like you said, I'm like, yo, I got this, that, and that done. Shit, I meant to get that done. I didn't get it done. Here's a plan to get that done. I don't know. To me, it's not that crazy.
Those emails are meant to filter out who can actually take that response. It's not even the question of what you're doing. It's how can you actually take me asking you, and what's your response to that, and can you keep it
Well,
moving, and can you keep it moving after I ask you that, and not
so that
not
and
like
that's where we've come today as a society, fam. Where like that's how fragile people are. Where like you
right.
can't even
You
ask.
can't even ask.
You can't even
Yeah,
ask. Like, yo,
you
what'd
can't
you get
ask.
done at work? I know, like you said, yo, I know you're getting this good job. I know you probably work remotely. I know, again, you're probably getting paid some decent bread, government bread, tax dollar bread. My hard-earned money
For sure.
that it's funny too when people say, oh, like I don't care about money. I'm pretty sure you go to work 40 hours a week. What do you go to work for?
Yeah, you go to work for money. So like,
For
yeah, I
money.
mean,
Don't
yeah,
tell me you don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
you dedicate your life to it for 40 some odd years. Don't tell me you don't care about money.
yep,
We
yep,
all do.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't know, fam. It's just like, yo, people too easily offended. Personal
for sure.
accountability. Yo, you're working with tax dollars. Make sure you're getting it done. And if
Yeah,
you're not, yeah, like you said, it might be something else for you.
right. Yeah, no. So I
Man
think,
United got Doge going through.
yeah, no, I mean, there's no doubt about it, fam. Our country, is, and when I say our country is in our position or where we are, I don't mean that by any political statement. I mean simply just by the fact that when we speak of Doge and just,
Best country in the world.
yeah, 100%, no doubt about it. Not even not a doubt in my mind. Yeah, people just get frazzled with just kind of, my thing is just, just keep on, just keep moving.
Keep
Just,
living your life.
yeah, just keep living your life. Yeah, just, people like to bring things kind of to the forefront and like to kind of, yeah,
And
just make things
there's so
bigger.
much, social
Yeah.
media is crazy,
Well, it is
fam.
honestly,
There's so much
and it's
There's
funny.
a lot of
We
divisiveness, like a lot
well,
of like, the media
too much.
and a lot of
Yeah.
It gets
We
nasty,
do this
but
pod
really,
here, right? And I know this is internet, this is media, this is whatever. But there's so much of me that just feels not even wanting to be even. And I'm talking to you, not you, but like, anyone who's watching this, like your posts, like, yeah, your posts probably, I'm probably done seeing all of your shit. You know what I'm saying?
nonsense, bro. So much nonsense. Yo,
Yeah,
like
I'm just,
the behavioral town
yeah.
crier page has turned into a political page.
I just don't, the fact that people care so much about what other people vote and care about, for me, is wild to me. And to say that, right, I probably in the past haven't had that sort of like idea or judgment, but, I've lived enough to say that, like, well, I've grown and I always try and be a better person and know that, like, that's kind of what our world is sort of up against, where you can kind of like, maybe you have to go back and not retract, but maybe like, yeah, maybe things are a little different now. I mean, that's just, people are kind of, again, not to say you have to go out right and admit, okay, this way, but over time, people shift, you change, right?
For sure.
And if that
Yep.
happens to you, and that's
That's real
what's
life.
helping you and your family, what does it matter? But it's funny, it does matter to other people, because now it's like, they've switched, or you've switched. Hell yeah, switch.
It's crazy how it matters to other people.
What? Hell yeah, switch. And then for the better, too. You know what I'm saying? None the
Well,
wise.
yo, you got to figure too. Like, I'm 41, fam. What are you, 38, 37?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 in October.
Unbelievable, fam. 40 in October. Let's go. Welcome.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right there with me, fam. And it's like, yo, you're not the same person you are when you were 30. You're not the same person you are when you were 20. Life goes on. You evolve. That's real. That's real happening. But yeah, people get real. Politics is crazy. People get real worked up about politics, man. And I'm like, yo, are we getting like work done? Is anyone getting work done? So,
well,
geez.
people just want to squabble up, fam. That's really it.
Don't even have to get us going on that stuff, fam.
So
the Drake and the Kendrick stuff, fam. Awesome chatter here on episode 120. You have anything else, fam? Like I said, I went through the OT real quick. Just went through the dog. I went through Winnie, which isn't, it's just like woods. You know what I'm saying? Like walking trails, dog trails.
Lake,
There's a,
so you
there's
get
a
your
pond.
drinking water.
Yep. There's actually a kids playground over there. We play tennis over there. Got tennis courts over there. We go walking through the woods and like we're making our way over there. And homie stopped us before we walked in. He was like, "Yo," he was walking his dog. He was like, "Yo, there's so much dog shit in there." He's like, "Sorry." He's like, "It's not me. I picked up my stuff," but he's like, "I just wanted to tell you." He was like taking it on for the dog owners.
He's like walking out with this big ass dog.
But I was like, yo, we walked in, like right when you walk in, there's like mounds and mounds. And yeah, like I said, the over under was like 30 piles of dog shit, bro. And I'm like, bro, like
unnecessary.
So, dude, you have to be a fucking complete loser.
I'm telling you, fam, I better see the trash bag.
Bro, like if I ever see somebody out there doing it, it's gonna take me something not to say something.
I might spear
someone. So fucking grimy, bro. That's no different than this fucking when I saw this creep over at Market Basket reaching into the donut thing with no fucking he's like, "Oh, I'm just grabbing mine." I'm like, "Bro, literally it says right on the thing, please use a fucking napkin." Are you fucking illiterate? I know you're dumb, but you can't read.
Yeah.
Like, yo, people still fucking grimy and so fucking lazy, bro. Like, imagine if I let my kid fucking just shitting out there, left big piles of fucking shit out there, or threw big fucking diapers and fucking just left them wide open.
Yeah, it's crazy, fam. Yeah, animals are wild. Yeah, it's like, I don't, again, for me, it's like, you better have that plastic bag. You know what I'm saying? If I don't see that thing, if I don't see that thing, I'm
I don't see that thing on there. Yeah, fam. But what else I got here? Like I said, I don't have much. The dog shit stuff, OT, yeah, Bitcoin, wrestling, soccer. Episode 120, fam. What do you got?
I don't know, man.
A lot of birthdays.
As much as I hate
love here.
As much as I hate the internet, fam, just sometimes some of these stupid memes be making me laugh, fam. Some of these, I'll see one today and I'll make it quick, but talking about you ever thrown up so bad you feel like you're a werewolf, fam, and then just the comments, like seeing like, it's just some of the more like ridiculous things, and it's just like,
this guy Big Mark is a riot on Like, you know, he does all the singing stuff.
So many
This guy
good.
Pat.
So
This guy
Pat,
Pat is a
bro.
riot.
So
You know,
I'd
like
rather
Sad
watch
Pat or
those.
whatever.
See, those. I don't want to. I don't want to hear about people's day.
Drewski with the studs, fam.
I'm sick of seeing your kid. I'm sick of seeing
Drewski with
my
the
kid.
studs.
I'm sick of seeing kids. I just want to see, funny stuff. Again,
Please.
I'm just
Just
kidding.
send the good.
I love the kids. I love all that. But you get where I'm going with that. I don't
Send the
need to
funny
hear
stuff, fam.
about.
We like to laugh.
We like
We
to
like to
laugh,
laugh.
bro.
That's all.
You know.
That's all I got, fam. Let's wrap it up here. Episode 120. Feels good to be back. Make sure you tap in. Shout out Stedman Construction. Shout out Kristen. Shout out the whole family. Marcus and Ty. Shout out Kendra. Happy birthday. Let's go, Lucas. We're back. Week off.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fam. Episode 120, man. Appreciate you jumping on as always.
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
be
it might be a morning show next time. We might be in our car. You know what I'm saying?
it.
So, I just more to follow on that. If there's one thing we can throw, it's that, it
That
might not
morning
be from
energy,
this
yo.
desk. It might be from, it might be from the car. You might get 121, live, and, it might be half our face, but, we just trying to bring, authenticity to you guys as best as we can when we can. Victorious.
Shout out
We
West
here,
Side.
bitches.
Say less. Peace. Catch you next time. Bitches.